Hello everyone. Today we will learn about mood disorder. So, everyone occasionally feels sad and low, tired with the desire to stay in bed, shut out with the world. These episodes often accompanied by inertia, which is known as lack of energy, exhaustion, agitation, noise intolerance, and slow thinking process, all of which make a decision difficult. Mood disorder are also called affective disorder, pervasive alteration emotions that are manifested by depression, mania, or both. They interfere with the person's life, logging him or her with a drastic and a long-term sadness, agitation, and elation. So, what mood disorder, especially, there is a situation where the person feels sad, he feels low, he doesn't want to talk to anyone, even I feel lack of energy, doesn't work properly in his workplace, exhausted, his thought process is affected, and person may show the symptoms of certain symptoms of clinical manifestation of a depression. So what a definition of a mood disorder says: mood disorders are characterized by disturbance of mood accompanied by a full or partial manic or depressive syndrome which is not due to any other physical or mental disorder. So in the mood disorder, basically there is a disturbance of the mood of a person. His mood is fluctuated, he feels down, there's his thought process is affected, he feels a lack of energy with the partial manic or a depressive syndrome due to lack of due to any other physical or mental disorder. It can be due to a physical problem or it can be some certain sorts of mental disorders. What's its incidence rates? It's about 1.5 in, and it is uniform throughout the world. Means in a whole population, we can find 1.5% affected with the mood disorder. Now we will see the categories of mood disorders. The primary mood disorders are major depressive disorder, bipolar disorder, are major depressive episodes which last for at least 2 weeks and during which the person experiences a depressed mood or a loss of pleasure in nearly all activities. Bipolar disorders are diagnosed when a person's mood cycles between extremes of mania and depressions. Certain theories are there, and which includes about mood disorders are cognitive theory, sociological theory, neurochemical theory, serotonin related, and many others, and genetic factors. So let's see the theory behind the mood disorder. Cognitive theory says a depression is due to a negative cognition, which is an example of expectation from the environment or self to or a future. Other sociological theories includes stressful life event. It can be a death of loved ones, beloved ones, marriage, and financial loss, business loss before the onset of the disease, and relapse probably from a formative effect. Neurochemical theories, neurochemical factors which is neurotransmitter has a main role in any form of your mental disorder. So, in the neurochemical theory, serotonin and norepinephrine are the major biogenic amines, which is related to a mood disorder. There is a decrease in the serotonin, it can be lead to a mood disorders. Serotonin has major roles in behavior, mood activity, aggressiveness, irritability, cognition, pain, biorhythms, neuroendocrine process, dysregulation of acetylcholine, dopamine, also being studied in relation to our mood disorders. Cholinergic drugs alter mood, sleep, neuroendocrine functions, and and the electroencephalographic patterns results in depressions. So certain neurotransmitters, such as where we have seen that a serotonin, which has a major role in your mood activity and your aggressiveness, your irritability, and certain cholinergic drugs also there. Genetic factors has been seen that first degree relative. For example, first degree relative, if my father was diagnosed with a mood disorder or certain sort of manic or a depressive, I am his first degree relative, and I can be a have a chances of getting a mood disorder who have a twice the risk for the development. So genetic theory says this, and even the digenetic twins by that, and then bipolar disorders of 3 to 8% of risk for development of the, and the mood disorder have a 2 or 4 times higher in the diazotic teens twins. Other neuroendocrine influence. How Neuroendocrine affects hormonal fluctuations, which can be related to your depression. If this disturbance, and it is also related with your thyroid, adrenal, parathyroid, and pituitary hormones. Then there is a certain theories related to psychodynamic theories, which is given by Sigmund Freud and many others. So according to Freud, it is said that that self-deprecation is related to the depression and attributed that is self-reproach to anger. And according to Bebring, believe that depression results when it is reality the person was not able to achieve these ideals. Most psychological theories of mania with manic episode defense against underlying depression with the it taking over the ego. Means, according to Bebring says that a person's desires is not fulfilled, or if his ideas is not fulfilled, he can be a depressive, and where the id is overtaking over your ego. We have already learned about the id, ego, and superego, because whereas the ego is a good thing, it says about the reality principle. What do you have to do exactly tells by the ego. Now is the classification of mood disorder, mania, depression, bipolar affective disorders, and dysthymia, and etc.